All right, so next part is the pitch. So we went through the niche. Now we're going to the pitch in part 4. And so one of the things that I see is that people like literally they sweat about the elevator pitch, like, oh my God, don't ask me what I do. I stumble with it. I don't know what I'm saying. And so just understand that this is an iterative process. I will say that it's going to be changing. And one of the best ways to do that is after I show you this formula is get into the habit of using it, tweaking it. I promise you, I was tweaking mine over and over and over again until I found that I'm like, okay, I've nailed it. Like, this is it. So please know that it is an iterative process. But the formula is I help premium prospect with defining characteristic with a problem to get so they can achieve, and then you go into the result that they want. Okay. And so I'm going to break this down. And when you say I help, well, your premium prospect is that person, right? You've done the exercise or presumably the work of identifying who it is that you want to work with specifically, right? That premium prospect who you love to work with and all these attributes that you've been thinking about. So you're going to call them out. Now, when you start this process, you can say I help, but you can also use I empower, I inspire, I energize, I motivate. You can add some power to those words, but starting out, you can just use I help, but know that you can always swap them out to use any of these other options. So I help female entrepreneurs. I help divorced women. I help people who are early retirees, whatever it is, right? Your premium prospect. The defining characteristic is who. It's the attribute that they have. Like, so females, you would say female entrepreneurs who want to scale, moms who want to homeschool, divorced women who need financial help. Okay, so this is the who. This is the defining characteristic that they have. Okay, and again, you're going to be doing that when you're talking about that who section and drilling down, like, what do they want? What is it that they want? You can see that I could have said here want, and then I put need here, but it could be want. So what is it that they want? And again, doing that work on the front end, super important. Okay. And then the problem. Okay. What is the problem that they have? That pain point, the things that keep them up at night, the things that they really want. So you can say female entrepreneurs who want to scale to $1 million, right? That's a very specific problem they have. Like, oh, I can't figure it out. Or the moms who want to homeschool, but they have multiple kids. Or the divorced women who need financial help. They file for bankruptcy because of the divorce. So this is a very specific problem. Then you go to the get. Okay, so that, like, what is it that they're going to get? So female entrepreneurs who want to scale to $1 million acquire the systems. The moms who want to homeschool multiple kids get a variety of lesson plans. Divorced women who need financial help after bankruptcy improve their FICO score. So you kind of piecemeal this whole process. Premium prospect, the defining characteristic, the problem, what is it they're going to get? And then so they can is one of the most powerful transitions to show what the result is, to show what they want, so they can. So female entrepreneurs who want to scale to $1 million require systems so they can retire early. So that is the aspirational state that they're looking for. Okay, moms who want to homeschool multiple kids get the plan so they can help their gifted children grow. Right. So it's a very unique niche that they're like, they have gifted children, they've had them tested. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have 3 kids. I don't know what to do. So it's a very unique problem. And a divorced woman who needs financial help after bankruptcy improve their FICO score so they can thrive. So get out of that situation that they're in into the new identity, into that aspirational state. So you can turn this equation as well into a conversational question. So let's say you're at a cocktail party and people are like, oh, so what it is that, or what is it that you do? And then you say, okay, so you know how there's divorced women who need financial help after bankruptcy? I help them improve their FICO score so they can thrive, right? So you can make it into a conversational hook as well. And you can start out by saying, you know how, and then it goes into the thing. You just kind of reformatting this equation of I help defining characteristic with problem to get so they can achieve into a question. And so that becomes conversational. It doesn't sound so robotic, right? It just really in conversation, but you have it easily available so that it's really hooky, right? So it's standing so that people say, oh, tell me more about that. Because that's what you want to get to. That's the goal. Again, remember, this is an iterative process. It is okay to change, edit, and modify. I change, edit, and modify mine a ton of times. So have your worksheet that I'm going to include with this training and go through that process. Like there will be the whole outline of how to piecemeal this, like how to break this down and putting it in a way so that you have that hook that you can use on your website, in conversations, in your emails, in any of these things so that people quickly understand the solution you provide and how you help. Okay? Because again, remember, these people are buying for their aspirational future self. They are buying for the thing that they want. And when you are able to connect the dots in that way, it's totally going to meet the mark for them to say, okay, tell me more. This is exactly what I need. This is what I've been missing. So the opportunity here is that you've helped them to see a better way, right? So when you show them the better way of like drilling down in their wants and understanding that, you are becoming the solution to their problem. And you're realizing the desires that they have, and it's the promise that is met, meaning you've really thought about how you're positioning specifically who you're speaking to. You're niching down so that they can understand that you know that you can help them, right? That's the whole goal here. So with that, I am going to stop